sleeping and there is no one in the door, front of the door. So I also have to before making sessions.
Different breeds, or were they stray dogs? What was it
Street
like?
dogs. There is street dogs.
Oh, hello, Neil.
Hello,
How are you?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing very well, thank you. How was your day?
Yeah, good. Nothing special.
Good.
Same like others.
Nothing special. Really? Why? It's a week. It's almost the weekend, right? Why isn't it special?
It's
Aren't you excited
today
about the weekend?
Friday. Actually, before 2 days,
Uh-huh.
we had to attend a marriage ceremony, so I couldn't
What
sleep for
ceremony?
two marriage wedding ceremony.
Oh, wedding ceremony.
Wedding
Oh, okay.
ceremony.
Whose wedding
Yeah,
was it?
it's my cousin sister. Cousin.
That is
She's
amazing.
elder
Okay.
than me, so
Okay.
I, I was there. It was in
Okay.
another state.
Okay.
Basically, I'm from West Bengal, but I went to Jharkhand,
Okay.
so I
Okay.
couldn't sleep
Okay.
for 2 nights. Not day, night. I can say night.
Right. Right. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
so
Okay. Okay.
still I feel sleepy.
Uh-huh. You're still
Uh,
sleepy. Okay. You're very tired.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So there is
Okay.
nothing. I could not find anything to do interesting the whole day. Just like normal day. Yeah.
Okay. Very normal. So did you go to work, or are you studying? What is it
No,
that
no.
you do?
I'm working now,
You're working now. Okay. I
but
see.
so
So
that
you
it
took an
was.
off from work?
Huh? Shall I pardon?
You were saying something. I'm sorry. You were saying something. So that it was?
It was just like normal and boring day.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. All right. So what is your definition of an interesting day?
Interesting, good.
Mhm.
When we
Yeah.
wake up,
Okay.
sleeping is very important thing.
Okay.
It's
Sleep is
not
very
matter
important for you.
if you are doing job or anything. It's not
Uh-huh.
important. But
Okay.
if you taken enough sleep, so all the
Hmm.
day you will feel energetic, or
Right.
you will find
Right.
something to do. If you are
Ah.
interested person, so
Okay.
it's not matter you have anything to do or not, but you are trying to find
Hmm.
something to do. Anything.
Right.
It's not matter any particular thing, anything.
Right, right. Okay, very interesting. So before we continue with our conversation for the next 15 minutes, I wanted to get a clarity from you. How would you like me to give you a feedback? Do you want me to stop you as and when I think you are making a mistake, or do you want me to give you a collective feedback at the end of the session? Which one
Yeah,
would you
in end
prefer?
of the session, it would be
End of
better.
the session.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, all right. So you were talking to me about sleep, right? And we need to have enough sleep. So what are your thoughts on people who say they are okay with having 4 hours of sleep and they can still function well? What are your thoughts on that? Do you think it is possible for someone to have 4 hours of sleep the entire week and then still be able to function well?
Yeah, I think it's depend on the particular person.
Okay.
And in the scientifically, we
Mm-hmm.
already everyone know at least we should
Mm-hmm.
sleep 8 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
if you are taking a good sleep,
Mm-hmm.
it can be possible in 3 or 4 hours. I think I'm not sure about that, but I think.
Okay, okay. No, no, yes, yes, of course, it is your perspective, and I just wanted to get your perspective about it. All right, okay. And what is the routine that you actually follow in terms of your routine? Do you prefer having the 8 hour sleep cycle, or are you ready to give up on it, say 6 to 8 hours? What is it that you prefer?
Not six, not eight, seven.
Why seven?
Seven. If I sleep six, so it's like I am sleeping less. So I need to more
Okay,
sleep. And if I sleep more than eight, so I feel like I am sleeping more. So I have
okay.
also heard somewhere if you are sleeping more than 8 hours, so you will gain your weight. And if you are
You
sleeping
wait.
less than six, so it's also affecting your body. So no
So you're
six,
like,
no eight.
okay, middle ground, middle
Yes,
ground.
yeah,
Neil
right.
has to follow this 7 hours of sleep every day.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. Okay, so you seem like you are very health conscious. Are you very health conscious, or am I just
Yes, yes.
assuming
No,
you
no,
are?
you are right. You are right.
Okay, so what is it that you do? What is your routine in terms of your health and your regime, your exercise regime? Do you actually
Not
follow
not
something?
gym. I just making like a small gym on my
Okay,
rooftop
okay,
and try
okay.
to do exercise and early morning at least 30 minutes or 40 minutes. Then, but for a long time I haven't eat. I mostly avoid to eat fast food like out of that shops or anything that kind of food like fast food, oily food. I prefer homemade food, and yeah, and I always avoid try to maintain, try to learn something more things. How can I maintain my energy or like other thing? How can I maintain my body, physics, mental? But I'm still working on it. But it's not easy. And
Okay.
for interest,
Mm-hmm.
for speaking English interest, I make
Uh-huh.
to interest myself by watching videos or listening podcasts. Same thing
Hmm.
before I
Okay.
go to bed to sleep.
Okay.
I try to watch some videos of exercise. Then
Okay.
I try to memorize in my mind. Same thing, same process. My English journey and same process. My I started my exercise journey.
Right, right.
Before sleep,
Okay.
I try to memorize. Okay, tomorrow
Okay.
I have to do that or this. How many setup, push up I have to do? How many calories I
Uh-huh.
need to burn? Same
Okay.
thing. How much in an English process? Same thing. How much time I need
Uh-huh.
to practice tomorrow
Uh-huh.
or after tomorrow? Yeah,
Okay, very interesting. So you actually do have a, so if I may say, you are a man of routine. You like to have your routine. You like to plan your day in advance, and you want to follow these things. So are you always consistent with these kind of things, or do you try at least to be consistent with it?
I'm
And what do you
trying.
do? You're trying.
I'm not good in what do you say? Time maintenance. I'm not good. Like now, just suppose right now here it's 9:47.
Uh-huh.
So if before I taking the session, I thought I had already completed my dinner. Then after dinner,
Okay.
I thought after session I will go to bed for sleep. But who knows? Because before sleep we have already that habit to using our smartphone. So when we
Correct.
touch that smartphone or when we on our data of our phone, so
Uh-huh.
scrolling, watching some videos, and you are doing something on phone, then
Right.
when it
Right.
takes 30 minutes to 1 hour from 10 to 12 midnight, I also don't understand.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Right, right. Okay. All right. So, since we're talking about smartphones, what are your thoughts on people constantly being glued to their phones? They are constantly using their phones, and they're also getting influenced by the content that is shown on, say, social media or on the news. So, what are your thoughts on something like this? How can one actually not be influenced by everything that they see? What are your thoughts on that?
Pardon, I couldn't get that point.
Okay, so say for example, you watch a news, okay? You're watching the news, you're watching NDTV, and over there they are talking about, say, a murder or a tsunami that has happened,
Mm-hmm.
and people are actually getting affected by this, right? And of course, you're watching it, you're seeing visual images, and on social media, when you go, people are actually talking about this, and everything that we are watching is affecting us. So how can one not be affected by it? How can somebody learn how to compartmentalize their feelings? How do you think
Oh,
someone can do that? And how do you stop yourself from being influenced by something like this and
yeah,
being
yes, yes.
affected by
So I have noticed that in
it?
there any issue on news channels or TV shows, any kind of things, when we watch on
Mhm,
television, on videos, on
mhm,
YouTube,
mhm,
we
mhm.
think this is the only things happening in this world. So
Hmm,
we have to understand this is also not a big matter. We have many things to know on news.
hmm.
So
Right.
nowadays, I really used to watch
Mhm,
news on television
mhm,
because
mhm,
I try to know. Uh,
mhm.
I have noticed that in television they are always trying to watch that only one thing because there is also very big matters in this world.
Correct. Correct. Mm,
So they are
mm,
trying to divert our mind only one thing.
mm, mm,
They are not talking about the main issues, people's issues. There are many things like there is going on some
mm.
war or anything. There is also problem, many things
Mm.
in the world. So they need
Okay.
to show us everything about that. That's their duty to show the truth to the human people
Mm.
or their viewers.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
sometimes we get distracted by
Uh-huh.
some fake news or other news
Mm.
on social medias. But
Mm.
nowadays,
Mm.
it's not easy to get real news. Sometimes we
Mm.
have to find what is the truth or what is the wrong news. I also do
Yes.
that.
Yes.
I use different resources to know is it correct
Mhm.
news or wrong false news. Yeah. Is
I'm sorry.
do you have a dog?
Yes, I have a dog, and I think there's someone at the door, and that is why she's barking. I'm really sorry about that.
It's
She's just
okay. Uh,
sleeping right next to me.
yeah,
She refused to go inside, and she's just sitting on the sofa along with me while I'm
I
taking the session.
understand. And maybe my dog is sleeping and there is no one in the door, front of the door. So I also have to before making sessions or when I have like I have also YouTube
Uh-huh.
channel. So when I
Uh-huh.
try to record our session with anyone,
Hmm.
any learners, I was afraid. Don't make
Uh-huh.
noise from the outside.
But thing is, they wouldn't understand this. As soon as they listen to some sound, even if it's say a pin falling, they'll be like, oh, okay, someone is dropping a pin. I need to bark right now.
Yeah. And they have
Yeah.
sixth
So
sense. They can hear from the
yes,
so far things whatever happening. So that's the reason they
absolutely,
respond.
absolutely. They're just so alert and vigilant all the time.
And maybe you never say is you why your dog's barking at the night midnight. But there is
Yes,
nothing wrong because they are just animals. They can do it's
yes,
their habit, their behavior. So there is it's just
absolutely,
normal.
absolutely,
Yeah, but for
absolutely.
you it's normal. For me it's not normal because this dog is not mine.
Oh, okay, okay. I
Yeah,
see.
like neighbors, no neighbors.
Ah,
They
right,
have
right,
like problems. Yeah, same
right.
here at my home.
Hmm.
And that dog start to barking without any reason in midnight.
I see, I see. Okay, all right. So since we have, say, another 5 minutes before our session ends, I'll just give you a quick feedback and then we can continue with our conversation. In the little things that I've noticed, I'm just going to tell you whatever
Yeah.
I've noticed, okay? One thing is there are certain times when you tend to use plural words in the wrong context. Okay, I haven't made a note of what exactly went wrong.
Hmm.
I just made a note of the things that I think you should work on. Okay,
Yeah.
so one thing is plurals. You tend to use a plural word when it is not required. Okay, when you're supposed to use a singular word, you tend to use a plural word. Okay, say for example, what example can I give you? uh, you have to say he says. Okay, instead of saying he says, what you tend to do is he say. I'm just giving you a random example here. Okay, I'm not saying this is what you said, I'm just giving you a context. Okay,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
okay, it's just a context that I'm giving you because I haven't made a note of the sentence where you went wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, so one is plurals. Okay, second is I think you can definitely work on your vocabulary because when I'm asking you to describe things, describe situations to me, you are doing it really well. However, there is a scope of improvement over there. Okay, you can use better words. Say you can use better adjectives. Okay, different adjectives. Use better synonyms.
Hmm.
Okay, adjectives, vocabulary. This is the second thing that I noticed. Okay, and again, this and that, you use this and that a lot. Instead of saying this and that in your sentences, you can say what that this and that is.
Yeah, but problem is that I do not have vocab in my mind.
Exactly, exactly. Okay, so this is something I noticed. Okay, just work on your vocabulary, and I think it should be fine. Okay, and apart from that, another thing that I noticed is the use of the word like. there are times, few times that I noticed you use the word like, even when it is not required. It is called as the filler word, right? So I see that you have used it here and there. Okay. If you try and eliminate that, you will definitely sound more fluent. Okay, these are the few things that I definitely noticed. And one last thing, no. Yes, it was again something to do with vocabulary. So
Yes.
these are the things that I noticed when you were speaking. Okay.
Okay.
Do you have any questions for me?
No question for that.
No questions.
I
Okay.
think
All
I
right.
made the mistake again. I don't need to say like I don't have any question
No
for that.
questions.
Okay, no question.
Yes, exactly that. You see, that, this, you use that. So again,
Maybe
vocabulary. Don't worry.
it's like
Yes.
habit. I think.
Yes, yes. It will take some time. Now that I've pointed it out, you will definitely make a conscious effort of not using it, or at least using a different word instead of that or this. Yes,
So
you're
I need to
definitely
find
going
the
to.
words.
Yes, yes. Okay. All right, all right. So now that we were talking about animals and pets, do you actually like having a pet?
Yes.
You
Uh,
do?
yeah, yeah. I do. Like
Okay,
so the
okay,
mostly dogs. So
okay.
since childhood, it's like
Uh-huh.
5 or 6 times. We have having dogs. I don't know how can I make a
Okay.
sentence.
Okay. 5 or 6 dogs you've had.
Yeah.
I've had 5 or 6 pets or dogs. Anything. Okay. Yes. Okay. So, did you have different breeds, or were they stray dogs? What was it
Street
like?
dogs. There is street dogs
Oh,
because I
okay.
believe that the different kind of varieties dogs they can
Uh-huh.
people can
Uh-huh.
affect who are already from upper
Uh-huh.
middle class or rich people, but who will
Right.
take care of the street dog? So that I'm here,
Right.
but not five or
Oh,
six. Just at a time, one is okay.
one is okay.
But
Okay.
my neighbors get disturbance because of that
Oh,
dog
okay.
barking. So
Okay.
one is enough. It's not easy to handle the one pet.
Right. Right. My neighbors get disturbed.
My neighbors get disturbed.
They get disturbed. Okay.
And
All right.
sometimes we also get disturbed
Uh-huh.
because
Uh-huh.
without any reason the dog start barking when
Uh-huh.
we about to sleep. Like
Uh-huh.
now it's 10, so it's okay. Maybe after 30 minutes or after 1 hour, the dog
Uh-huh.
will start barking.
Right, right, right. But I feel like it's just my opinion. They always have a reason why they are barking. Either there is someone, or they have seen something. At least with my pet, I've had her for the past 12 years, and I've noticed this. She only barks when there is something off in the environment. When something is not right in the environment, she's barking. So this is just my opinion. Again, your opinions would be different, but this is
Yeah,
just my opinion, and I'm
because
putting it
because
out
that
there.
I have searched on Google on YouTube videos, but there is no
Uh-huh.
any particular reason. Sometimes some YouTuber says I don't know what is right or wrong.